Hey there, people of YouTube. Welcome back to Let's Play MySims with Pumpkin Spice Gaming. So, I'm recording this right after ending the first episode because I realized I can't actually save yet. So, we're gonna have two episodes to deal with. So, in this episode, well, in the last episode, we made our character. We moved into a dysfunctioning city that's fallen apart, and because we have magic superpowers involving essences, we can bring it back to we can bring it back up from the ruins. Mayor Rosalyn helped us move in. We built our house, or a placeholder for our house, and then we went to go gather some red apples for her. So we got our red apples. We're gonna go head back to. Wow, I'm running real quick. Oh boy. Okay. Jesus. Speedy boy, a real speedy boy. All right. But yeah, we're gonna go turn in these apples, and we're gonna go see what she wanted us to do. I also turned up the sound in the game, the music a little bit, just because it felt like it was a little bit quiet in the last episode. So we'll see if that actually made a difference or not. Great, 10 tasty red apples. I've got just the plan for these essences. We'll use them later to build something for the town hall. Hey, did you know we built you a workshop where you can do your handiwork? I'll go show it to you. Follow me. Struggled reading that one. Yeah, let's go see our workshop. Which, spoiler alert, I have to build to. Since that's the whole name of the game, we're going to be building pretty much everything. From houses to furniture to workshops. And she's just as shocked as the last time. Because there's no workshop right next to our house even. So you'd think we would have noticed that on the way here. Huh? Oh dear, not again. Looks like we get to build a workshop too. Haha. Alright, so workshop. Once again, I'm not gonna do too much for this. I'm just gonna make it a little basic building. The door and the sign. And then we'll come back and redesign it later. Probably even later in this episode. How exciting! I can't wait to see the things you'll make in the workshop like that. Now let's make something simple to get you started. Everyone needs a comfy chair, right? Looks like we're building a chair. Now let's see how this goes, because it's been way too long. This is your workspace. To build an object, fill in the ghost image of the object with the building blocks from the ground up. Point at the block you want and click the left mouse button to pick it up. Then move it to the workspace and click the left mouse button again to put it down. When you are carrying a block you don't need anymore, simply click the right mouse button to get rid of it. When you are finished, click the down button and put the object in the backpack. To put the object in your backpack and return it to him. So you don't have to follow the thing is, you don't really have to follow this whole ghost image. You just have to cover in the stars. As long as the stars are covered in, they'll consider it a finished object. But since you can only build from the ground up, we'll pretty much just be following the ghost image. Won't get too creative. So like this is considered a done chair. It's just a little stool. But we're gonna keep going. I don't wanna have just a stool to sit on. Like I could do this and it would consider itself a done chair still. If I can get this to fit, I can even do this. It's kinda like sorry. Oh. Kinda like wow, this sucks. Oh man, this is gonna be a nightmare. I knew this was gonna be a nightmare. I turn snap mode off. There we go. I can do that. And then I can do this. But I can't see it, because he's there. So now we have a little fancy chair that went against the ghost. But that's okay, because as long as those stars are filled, the item is considered complete. So we're gonna keep that chair. I could have painted it, I could have decorated it, but just for the sake of the tutorial, we're just gonna have it run through, and then after the tutorial we'll get a little bit more creative with our stuff. Well done. let's just go drop it off in your new house. Zoom out a little bit. I can't zoom out. Okay. Go to our house, which is right next door from our workshop. And inside, it's going to have the bare bones, the base necessities you need for a house. A chair, no fridge, no stove. Do we have a bed? We do have a bed. That's good. We got a dresser, we got a mirror, and then everything else is absolutely empty. It's an empty canvas for us to do what we will. So we'll just go to this little button in the corner down here and decorate our house. While holding an object, you can put it in the backpack by clicking the right mouse button. To place an object you may, click on your backpack and click on the object you want to place. So go to our backpack, we'll take our chair, and, well, it only makes sense to put it right next to the dining room table, so we'll set it right there. See if it lines up, because I'm a real stickler when it comes to that. It really looks like it's going to line up. How's this one line up? Oh, that one lines up. Not quite perfect. Okay, so it hugs that wall, hugs that leg a little bit from the looks of it. Okay. Awesome. Off camera, I might do a lot of like big customizations. Like I'll probably decorate my house, the internal side of my house with furniture and stuff more like off camera. Just because building can take a lot of time and I don't necessarily want to make a whole video just based off building. Anyway, brilliant. That's how you redecorate your house. If you want to make a new object in your workshop, you need to have its blueprints first. Here are a few blueprints to get you started. Feel free to wander around town and say hi to everyone. Come find me at the town hall later. I may have a job for you. The mayor has given you some new blueprints. They are now available in your workshop. Wonderful. So now we have... Should be able to... Okay, now we can save our game. Now would be a good time to save your game. Just press the space bar and bring up the pause menu and select save game. So we'll do that real quick, but we'll keep going. Saving in progress. Awesome. Save successful. Perfect. Not quit the game. We're going to keep playing. Probably just play for a little bit. Let's check out our house. We can change our outfit. We can change our look. Or we can nap or sleep till night. And let's take a seat in our chair. Whoop. Brand new comfy chair. It's very quiet, very lonely. Wonderful. Alright. Let's go take a look around town. With our speedy boy powers, apparently. Oh, it's night. Alright, well, why don't we sleep till daytime before we do that then? I should also mention, unlike the regular Sims, MySims, it's literally just a kid version of The Sims, so you don't really have to worry about eating, sleeping, hygiene. None of that stuff really matters like it did in The Sims. But you can still sleep to speed up time, and then everything else is purely aesthetic. I'm so used to pressing E as an activate button, so you might see the camera twitch back and forth every now and again. All right, so let's go meet some people around town. So somebody right there. That's the used to the town. Town map's down here. I did open up the town map button on accident at first, trying to figure out how to save. I didn't realize it was the space bar at first. I also didn't realize you couldn't save before it would told you to. But yeah, this is the map. Just a general kind of how things look. Over here is the forest, but it's currently blocked off by a log, as you can see. But that leads to the forest. I believe this leads to a desert, either a desert or a beach, or either that or there's a beach in the desert. These are basically other zones. When you get your town higher up in levels from over here, like we are 0 star, as we proceed up to the stars, we open up more options to our town. Places that are just houses, so just regular people, are gonna have just regular houses. So like Violet's house and Patrick's house. And the reason they're different color is because they're their different personalities. People who are like general people who you're going to be working with, or have a sense of side quests, I suppose you can say. You're gonna find their houses or places are gonna look like this. Like you have the Stormhome Hotel, you got the Town Hall, we got Poppy's Flower Shop, and then other places which are basically businesses or stuff like that. You'll see will look like that. But yeah, we're gonna going off on the personality thing. Personality wheel is right here. There are 6 different personalities, and each sim has their own personality. There is the... I'll pull this up. Yeah, there's the cute personality, the geeky personality, the studious personality, the spooky personality, the tasty personality, and the fun personality. The town interests are based off who lives there, what kind of person they are, and what kind of things you can find in the town. So like if I were to grow a bunch of like, let's say spooky trees, that'll increase the spooky meter, and it would also attract more spooky sims. So you can also do that to even build up a sim that, or build up a town that you want to specifically. And then flag point, that's just where you need to go. So like I'll put that there and then it'll point me to that direction. This over here, it tells you how many vacant lots you have and then how many people are currently moved in. So it's just a neat little legend. Alright, so let's see if Violet is home. This is her house. And she's a spooky sim, so her whole thing is going to look a little bit more gothic, more dark, more spooky. It's basically kind of like that, where you just got a more eerie style to it. But I really like, I think if I had to like choose out of all of it, like, well, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna say hi to Violet. Introduce ourselves. Greetings, Pumpkin Spice. I'm known as Violet Nightshade, and I live here in Stormhome. I believe that Mayor Rosalyn has requested your presence at the Town Hall. She has, but I'm just gonna introduce myself to everybody before we do that. So she has a fancy little flower system here. Fun fact, actually, is that her sister also lives here, and her sister is Poppy, and the spooky personality and the cute personality are bipolar opposites, which I think shows in on the spectrum. How do I... Can I just open the spectrum, or... Let's go back to the map. Okay. So yeah. These sort of mirror each other as their opposites, but not necessarily. Just for the most part, it's just cutesy and spooky, and I think studious and fun are kind of bipolar opposites as well. I mean, I could be wrong. They could probably just be completely bipolar opposites for all of them, but I don't understand geeky and foodie doing that, or tasty. I don't know what kind of town I'm planning on building. If anything, I'm probably just gonna have like a fairly diverse town. So we're gonna go talk to Patrick next. He is the Foodie resident down here. Lives right next door, pretty much. And he has a whole kitchen set up, and I love how it looks. Ooh, he's baking he's baking. What's he baking? Oh, he's baking a cake. Lovely, delicious cakes. That's all he's doing. Let's talk to him. Hey there, sport. Name's Pat. Been living here in Stormhome for a while now, but it sure has been harder since all the restaurants closed down. Sims gotta eat, you know what I'm saying, sport? Hey, I hear you're needed up at Town Hall. You might want to see old Roz, see what she wants. She is the mayor, after all. That is true. That is something over there. Yeah, his whole style is foodie. So a lot of food, a lot of tasty things, stuff like that. Violet's is a little more spooky vibe, so she's got like ghosts and dark colors. And Supersonic Boy running at the speed of sound. Quickest hedgehog around. Can't jump, unfortunately. Here's the hotel. In order to move more people in, they'll go to the hotel, and different people will show up. At every few game days, I think, different people show up, and more interesting people show up the higher your rank is. Jeez, it's gonna be a while to get used to that. So right now we're just rank 0, so nobody really wants to show up because we're not good enough. Anyway, let's see what Rosalyn wanted. I will mention, like, the game will go into it later, but I will mention, in order to get people to want to come in, you have to raise your rank, and you raise your rank by helping Sims out. Be it just giving them gifts and increasing their mood, or helping them like this. So she wants a podium. Thanks for coming. I really need a podium. I can practice my important speeches. Here are the blueprints for it. So now we can build a podium. But she wants it to have red apple essences, 4 to be exact. You just got your first task. To complete it, go to your workshop and build Mayor Rosalyn a podium using 4 red apples. Once the podium is finished, bring it back to the town hall and give it to Mayor Rosalyn. So there's 2 ways you can add an essence to your items, or to your furniture. You can either add them on as a block themselves, or you can paint them on. Typically, I just paint them on. Like, whenever I play this game, I would always just follow the ghost. Just follow the ghost, and then paint them on in any way I could. But we're going to try to be a bit more creative. So, I'm going to do that. We're going to put that on, and then we're going to go to our backpack, and being creative, I'm gonna add 2 red apples straight up the base of it, just like that, and then bam, we got a podium with 2 red apples. But we need 4, so we'll paint the other 2 on here. Click here to choose an essence to paint with. Then click on a block and paint with that essence. The bucket is filled with basic colors. Use it to paint on blocks, return essences to your backpack. So yeah, you can just use basic colors that don't require anything, and just change the very basic color of it. You can unlock more colors as you go on, but since we need to use a specific essence, we're going to be doing that. And that gives you the basic, the essences have, okay, so, I'm sorry. The essences as a paint form have 2 systems where it's a special design or a flat color, as you can kind of see over here. And each essence has its own 4 different versions. Whereas the green apples and the red apples are same style for the most part, just with a different color. We also have dead wood, which have like cracking, kind of necrotic dying wood, or just 2 basic flat colors. And you can also see what kind of personality that item fits with based off its back color. And I'll go on in color. I might as well do it right now. So anything that's supposed to be a tasty essence is gonna be orange. Anything with a spooky essence will be purple. Cutesy essences will be pink. You got your geeky essences will be blue. Your studious essences are green. And then you got your, is it fun? Yeah. Your fun essences are yellow. I think that's all of them. I think I covered all of them. Anyway, so we're gonna paint this. We're gonna paint it just a straight red. This is the interest wheel. By adding apples to the podium, you've made it tastier. Sims that like tasty things will like the subject more. So yeah, that's another thing you can do. Based off their personalities, you can also make them items that fit their personalities. Oh man, I need some water or something. My throat's starting to get dry. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's go bring this podium into Mayor Rosalyn. I have to get some water after this recording. Every item, well, she's just hanging out. I like these chairs. I like that style. Anyway, as I was saying, some furnitures will have a boost of interest depending on what furniture they are, but you can also manipulate it in a way by painting essences or adding other essences to it. Anyway, we're gonna give her some stuff because we have what she wants, and she's very squished in the corner over there. Since you have some essences, why don't you try decorating with them? Click on the paint mode icon to decorate the walls and floor using essences. See, now I could, but I'm not going to because I don't really want to ruin her whole place. We're just gonna give her the podium. Fancy little teacher podium. Oh, pumpkin spice, it's perfect. Now I can practice all my important speeches. Here, take my personal chair blueprint as a token of my thanks for a job well done. The mayor has given you a special chair blueprint of hers. Sometimes Sims will reward you with special blueprints when you make things for them. That is also true. Also, for completing all my tasks, I like to give you a present. This here is a potted plant. You can use it to decorate the inside of your home if you'd like. I bet if you help other townfolk out, they'll give you presents too. Mayor Rosalyn has given you a potted plant decorative. For decorating your house, check out your decoratives trunk and see her gift. So yeah, that's another way. Like, that's how you get more furniture and decorative items, which aren't things you build, but just also used to spice up the place. That's how you get it, is by helping people out. I can't remember if this was a thing, if that was a thing in this one, where sometimes you'll dig up like special treasures or whatever, where you can get more things. I don't think that was this one. That might be a different one. But yeah, as you can see, we have some like basic things that we can add to her place here, like a theater plant, which we'll put. Let's go put that. I'm gonna put that in the corner over here, to make the room a little bit more brightly lit. Not brightly lit, but brightly look. If I can fit it, but I guess not. How about we put it back here? Kind of like right there. Right there. And since this doesn't have much of a effect on her, it's not really gonna affect her mood. She's just gonna be like, "Well, what are you doing?" Otherwise, where's the corner fountain? Well, okay. I figured the corner fountain was also gonna get her interested or not, but I guess not. Yeah, she doesn't really care. I hope that doesn't get in the way. Alright, we'll be done with that. Oh no, she's right behind me, and I'm falling asleep. You did such a great job with that pumpkin spice. Why don't you check on Poppy and see if she needs any help in her flower shop? So yeah, so that's gonna lead us to our next objective, is going to talk to Poppy. And as you can see over here, our ranking went up a little bit. Every time we help a sim out, that will happen. In order to get a new star, we have to fill up this whole ranking. And basically, the end of the game is when we get 5 full stars. That signifies the end of the game. But after that, you can keep playing after that, and you can just do anything you want. Like, this is very open sandbox, as I said in the first episode. So I think what we'll do here, by finishing helping out Rosalyn, we'll call it an episode here. We're recording for quite some time now. So I want to say thank you guys for watching part 2 of Let's Play MySims. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. More customizing, more interesting stuff will happen in future episodes, I promise. Like, we'll decorate our house a little bit better, we'll get some more people who we can help out and liven up the town a little bit. So, yeah, look forward to that. Otherwise, this has been Pumpkin Spice Gaming with Let's Play MySims, signing out. Hope you guys have a good one, and hope to see you again. If you enjoyed this episode, just let me know. Yeah, and goodbye.